Hello, Crystal. This is the lesson we were going to give it to you when we were in Delaware, but we forgot and there was no time, so we will briefly give you a lesson about butternut squashes. Sharon is taping me, and I wasn't fortunate to find the butternut squashes that I normally buy, but this is the closest to what I normally get. You start by rinsing them under running water and just a fast wiping so they are not wet when you have to start cutting them. But before I cut them, I want to show you something that I always do when I buy them. If you notice the difference in the color, these two here, they're a little bit more like salmon color, a little darker. This is less dark and this is even more white. I normally don't buy like that because those are still green and they are not as sweet, but the darker salmon color that you can find on the skin, those are the best. The other thing that I do, I normally buy the squashes when they have this belly about this size and the rest of the neck this long, because in this area you're going to find all the seeds, which you have to carve them, eventually throw them out. Don't buy with this too big. The smaller the better, and the longer the neck it is, then you get more flesh to do it. This I'll let it ripen a little bit more if it is possible. This is not going to be as sweet or tasty. But you can do two things. Can you give me a peeler? Normally the way I do is I will cut this portion first. This is the best way that I can do myself. And then I cut rounds like this. You may need a long knife because the larger the squash it is, then the broader is going to be in the diameter, so your knife needs to be longer. Once you cut those, you get a smaller knife, and then you peel the skin off, and you work that way with all your round shapes. Make it sure when you peel them not to leave any little piece of the skin like this. Take it out because that can be hard unless it's very well cooked, and the truth, I don't like to overcook any of my vegetables. You're supposed to eat vegetables totally raw, so just give them a fast cooking, and the rest you're going to finish them in the oven or put them in a pot for your soup like I was telling you. Alright, when you finish cutting all your skin of these round shapes, then you can cut them this way and leave them like that. I use this size when I do roasted vegetables. You mix onions, peppers, eggplants, squashes, sweet potatoes or yams, and you can cut them this way, or even smaller. For the stew that I told you I do with the broccoli, you can cut them even a little smaller and steam them. If you're going to roast them, you put them in the oven. So when you cut them all that way, then you go next to the part where the pits are. You peel it first, and then this is the way I do. You may easily find a better way, a better process for you and easier, but this is the way I do. Now this is ready, this piece, and then I can do the same thing like with the other pieces. Basically this is it. The only thing that I can tell you is that some people, they peel this like a pineapple. They try to get a peeler and they do this way. I don't like it too much because then you have to do 2-3 times until you take, like I said, all that skin, that it could be hard on you. But if you find this is going to be a better way, then that's the way you can do. You can roast them, mix them with vegetables, you can cook them with sauté onions, garlic and peppers, and put the greens that David doesn't like, mix it, mush it in the blender, and you have a delicious creamy soup. This is all for now. Maybe we'll be sending you more instructions. What I will ask Sharon is to find you nice soup recipes that she has with this fantastic squash. Greetings to you and to David, and a kiss to the kids. Bye. Bye.